Hello everybody, my name is Natalie Fowler. I'm a doubled emerald with Plexus Worldwide. Double because when my husband passed away, I inherited his position and took it to emerald, one of our many features of our compensation plans. I want to talk to you specifically about our compensation plan, especially if you're looking to recruit networkers. I've been in the network marketing industry for 25 years. 20 of them, I've been doing it full time. The 3 companies I was with before Plexus are all still in business. All 3 I took to a 6-figure income. In 2011, I was invited to travel across the United States with 7 other professional networkers to evaluate companies, 8 companies in 8 cities in 7 states in 8 days. And we got to ask questions like, what's the one thing you'd love to change in your comp plan to make it easier for the average person? That experience just enriched my background and understanding of compensation plans. So when I came to look at Plexus in September 2012, I could see very quickly what made this company different. The interesting thing since coming in here is with almost 700 6-figure income earners in this company, which is unbelievable, most of them did not come here looking for a business. Most will tell you they just accidentally fell into this company. They started using the products because a family or friend invited them to try it. They fell in love with them and started sharing. Now, the wonderful thing is, congratulations, you guys found Plexus the first time, because that accidental 6-figure income business wouldn't have happened in most companies. Most companies are not designed for people who accidentally fall in. So let's talk about first of all, let me just clarify that there's about 4 primary network marketing models. The original from the old days, stair-step breakaway. And then they moved into something called a matrix. We saw a lot of matrix develop in the 80s. The company I was with for 10 years had a matrix. You hear them described as a 2x5, a 3x5, a 5x7. The company I was with was a 5x7. That means you have 5 frontline positions. If you enroll 6, they have to be placed below one of those original 5. And you can go 7 people deep. In that company, your customers take a spot just like your builders do. So it doesn't take very long that you're forced to get into a little bit of depth. Imagine if you're forced to put somebody down on your 3rd, because there's only 25 positions on the 2nd, and some of those 5 may have started enrolling. You have to put somebody in your 3rd and they go to town. And you only get paid down to your 7th level. So in actuality, there's only 4 levels that you're going to get paid on. One of the challenges. From the matrix, they moved on to the unilevel. Unilevel is as many frontline positions as you can have. One of the typical aspects of a unilevel is that the lower commissions are at the top and the higher commissions are deeper down for the higher ranking people to access. What I loved when I looked at the Plexus plan was very quickly I noticed that the highest commissions were in the top 3 levels. That means that everyone, as soon as you enroll 2 people, you're accessing 3 levels of pay. That means that the people who come in who just do a little bit are accessing the highest commission ranks right away, commission amounts right away. I love that. From the unilevel, there was something called a binary. Binary means you can have 2 legs and you get paid on the smaller of the 2 legs. So what if you enrolled your best friend who takes it to the top and goes emerald, or goes all the way to the top and goes diamond, and she's on your big leg, because she is your big leg. She's the leg that grew and you're trying to catch up on the other one and you're always getting paid on the smaller leg. Your commissions are paid on the smaller leg in the binary. That kind of sucks, and there's a lot of compensation plans. They'll tell you things like, oh yeah, but everybody gets placed under you, so you're gonna have a big blowout leg and the volume accumulates, so you've got this banked volume, but the reality is the average person is never gonna build that other leg. It just sits there, it really means nothing. Unlike Plexus, where everybody you put in, you're getting paid on. Okay, what I'd like to do is not compare compensation plans, because here's the reality if you're talking to a networker. A networker can make any compensation work because they know how to build. And it doesn't really matter what compensation you're in. If you're a builder, if you can build a big business, you can go anywhere. But networkers do know that 80% of the people they bring in are still not going to be experienced people. And for that reason, even networkers will want to know why the compensation here works for the average person. Our compensation plan allows somebody coming in with no experience to start earning an income. And if they happen to be experienced, they can really kill it here in Plexus. So I'm going to break it down into the six key things. There's lots of things, but for the interest of keeping this short, I'm going to talk about 6 key differences in our compensation plan compared to most companies. The first one is how we come in. Every company has a membership fee. So we have a membership fee, and you pay $39, $39.99 in the States and $53 in Canada. That's pretty average. What's different is we have 2 price points to come in at: a $99 welcome pack, or what company calls a starter kit, and $199. Now, everything is based on the US dollar, and our PV in US dollar, our PV is always related to the US dollar converted to other countries, and will continue as we grow into more countries. So in Canada, for example, it's 132 Canadian or 265 for the larger welcome pack, or what I call a value pack. So that's it. There's no $500 pack. There's no $1,000 pack. There's no big pack. We don't have to say if you're super serious about the business and you have to invest and come in with the bigger pack. That is a strategy that a lot of companies use. But not only that, the compensation plan gets tied to the starter pack. If you don't get the big pack, you don't access the whole compensation plan. Let me tell you a secret. If you didn't even buy a welcome pack at Plexus, you access the whole compensation plan just for coming in with your order of product. So that's a really big thing. People end up with buyer's remorse. They're scared, they're nervous because they put in so much money. And the reality is it's going to be really hard for them to earn that back. We can tell people, for sure we can get your money back the first month. We can get your money back in the first couple of days if you want. Your big investment of $99 or $199. So that's number 1. Price and not tied to the comp plan. Number 2 is that it doesn't matter if you're new or you're a diamond in Plexus. It's only 100 personal volume to get paid in your organization. In a lot of compensation plans, as you rank up, your personal volume requirement changes. It does not change in Plexus. It's exactly the same. But number 3, guess what? Even if you didn't personally order, but you have a customer that orders, that qualifies you, because in Plexus, your customers are your personal volume. Theoretically, you could take this business all the way to diamond and never place a personal order. I'm not suggesting you do it. I'm not suggesting that makes sense because you want to be using the products. But in truth, you can go all the way to the top. And as long as you have a customer or 2 who's qualifying you for that 100 PV in volume, you're getting paid. That's crazy. Do you agree? That's pretty crazy. Number 4, Plexus values customers. Over 60% of our orders in Plexus come from customers. They don't get a check at all. We value our customers. Why does that matter? Because the average person comes in here by accident. They start referring people because they love our products. In Plexus, we not only pay them commissions, 15 or 25%, depending on the volume that we finish that month, of their order, but we also have customer bonuses on every product we have. So let me give you an example. If you have 10 customers who buy our number 1 pack called a triplex, or balance pack here in Canada, you're going to be paid in the United States over $400. That's over $500 in Canada for 10 customers. We value our customers. What if you have 20 customers? You could be making over $1,000 a month. That's over $12,000 a year. If you wanted to calculate that in interest income, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. In Plexus, we want you to have a check until we can help develop you into a business builder. And there's lots of people. They could be hairstylists. They could be chiropractors. There are people who just have a large friend base. They don't want to build a business. They don't want to do Zoom calls. They don't want to really know how to do anything. But they'll agree to share their experience on Facebook, and they'll let us help set up customers for them or teach them how to do it, but they don't want to build a business. But they like the fact they make $500 or $1,000 a month. That's a huge advantage that we have that most companies don't offer. And that's why we have so many 6-figure income earners in Plexus who say, I didn't even plan on building a business. I just started referring people and I got a really nice check. So that's number 4. Number 5, this might not mean a lot to you, but our customers don't fill any room in our structure, in our pay structure. I think I mentioned that earlier, but they don't take any room in our pay structure. So our whole compensation plan is stabilized by our business builders, and our customers stay right in our own little personal account. Number 6. This is the number one single most important thing for a networker. And it's something that most people just don't really understand. And that is that our rank is never tied to the ranks of the people in our organization. It's all volume based. So if you're a gold, you have 100 points. In some companies, in order to be gold, you better have created 2 silvers and have the volume. A senior gold is 250. An emerald is 1,500. In pretty much every company, in order to get recognized as the rank like an emerald, where you're getting a car allowance and you're getting that extra bonus, you would have to have, for example, maybe 1 personal ruby, 2 golds, and a silver, all in different legs. So it's like spinning plates, and you're running around trying to make sure this leg is qualified, and this leg is qualified, and this leg is qualified. Not at Plexus. Plexus says you just need 1,500 points, wherever that comes from. Everybody in your first, second, and third level is worth 5 points. You do the math. How many is it going to take? Wherever they are, it doesn't matter. You can go to Emerald and not have produced any personal golds and above. Maybe you just have a whole lot of silvers in your business. That's a huge benefit. I'll give you an example. In the last company I was with, when my 1 personal lost her rank of gold, my volume had not gone down at all. My 2 legs in my binary maintained their volume. Just my person lost her rank. I lost my car allowance. I lost a bonus because she lost her rank. That will never happen in Plexus. In Plexus, you go to work where the people are who want to work. You don't care where it is. You don't care what leg it's in. You don't care if they're on your second or your third level. Wherever they are who want to work, you're going to go work because it's all volume based. So you can spend your time where you need to spend your time. That's another really, really important thing that most companies don't have. Those are really the key differences between our compensation plan and most network marketing plans. And for those of you who are talking to networkers, it's some of those things that might really help them make a difference, because it's those things in their comp plan that got them. It's those things that really caused them to not want to do the business anymore because they felt tricked. You know, when somebody broke away from them in the business or ranked above them, advanced beyond them, and all of a sudden they weren't getting paid or their commissions dropped a lot. Those are little gotchas that they often don't know about until they get there in the comp plan. You can confidently introduce any networker into Plexus and they won't find any of those gotchas because they just don't exist here. And it's why we have almost 700 six-figure income earners in this company already. And it's also why we've just had our historically biggest months ever in an 11-year-old company. People are starting to find us. I hope this helps. Bye.